Hi! Today I'm showing you 3 ways to add texture to a scrapbook layout. This is Emilee's Paper Caper. I'm Emilee. Welcome back. This is where you'll find inspiration to scrap your stash. Today we're going to experiment with adding texture to scrapbook pages. Texture can add a lot of visual interest and depth to your favorite photos. Now let's get scrapping. The first texture technique we're going to do is with the Fiskars paper crimper. This is an oldie but a goodie. Next, I'll use a piece of paper that has been embossed with an embossing folder. I have a number of those, and a friend introduced me recently to 3D embossing folders, and I have a piece of pink paper that was embossed with a 3D embossing folder. The last technique will be with a Tim Holtz tag stencil, and I'm going to use embossing paste. In this case, I'm going to use Nouveau Glimmer paste to add some glitz and texture to my page. So as you know me, I always work with the photo in mind first, and I selected all the materials to complement this photo. So now we're going to go into higher speed, and you can see as I add these textures one at a time. First up is the paper crimper. Next is my 3D embossed piece of paper, and I decided instead of leaving it stark and clean that I would add some distress ink. In this case I'm using Tulle. But if you don't have a tool, you can also do a direct to paper technique, which is what I do on the paper crimped piece. So before I get to the third technique, which is the embossing paste, I want to position all the other elements on the page to make sure I know, where do I want embossing paste to show up and where do I not want the embossing paste. So I've positioned things, and then I'm going to take a pencil and lightly mark so that I know approximately where I want to put the embossing paste. Now that that's done, I can go in with the embossing paste. So I've been careful to secure my template, my stencil, with some washi tape, and now I can go in with a palette knife and carefully add a thin layer of the Nouveau Glimmer paste. This is pretty quick and easy to do. The thing that adds time is waiting for it to dry. So I'm going to pick that up and then replace the stencil in my second area and repeat again, spreading with the palette knife. It's super easy, and I love the look of all the glitter. I let the glimmer paste dry for about an hour, and I came back and finished the layout by adhering all the elements and the photo, and I decided on the title to be Beautiful because I really think this picture shows how beautiful my daughter is inside and out. We went to a wedding where this photo was taken and just had a blast, and it was a good memory. So one word, beautiful, is the title. Now, I pretty much thought that I was done here, but I've been watching a lot of videos, and I noticed people adding splatters of watercolor to their page. And so I decided to give this a try and added that as the finishing touch to the layout. And here are a few shots of the completed project. I'm very happy with it. Now, while I showed you 3 ways to add texture, you wouldn't have to use all 3 on a single page. You could choose just 1 or 2, any combination. And I think you'll find that the extra time it takes to add these elements to your pages is well worth it, especially if your photo is special to you. It will really show it off. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and I'd love to hear your comments and questions.